Tom Smith is retired NYPD detective and co-host of the Gold Shields podcast. Bernie Flowers is a former DHS senior advisor under Alejandro Mayorkas and a Maryland congressional candidate. Thank you both for being with us. So let me ask you right off the bat whether or not, Tom, this is something that we can get a grip on, or is the rhetoric just so heated around the nation that ICE agents have been now considered fair game?
Well, the rhetoric is horrible, and it's on every level. And this is the ramifications of it. You have people out there that are emboldening themselves to just run over ICE agents or do anything they want to ICE agents. And that is unacceptable until one gets killed. And then we'll see what the response is after that. But, right now it is a horrible situation that they're going through. And what are they doing? They're doing their job. They're getting dangerous people off the streets so these communities can be safe, and that's all they're doing. It's actually very simple, but the rhetoric out there is just vilifying them, and these are the ramifications. Their lives are in danger every day when they go out there.
And Bernie, I think it starts from the top, right? I mean, you hear the governors with this type of rhetoric. It's not just the people on the streets. You heard the mayor of New York City not too long ago talking about this is a rogue agency. Let's take a listen to that clip.
We continue to be proud of being a sanctuary city. We continue to be ready to stand up for our immigrant neighbors, and we continue to be ready to use every single tool at our disposal. And I've said to the president directly that I believe that ICE raids are cruel and they do nothing to serve in the interests of public safety. And I do believe it's a rogue agency that should be abolished because we need an approach to immigration in this country that has more humanity at the heart of it.
So, Bernie, how detrimental is talk like that?
Mr. Mamdani is wrong. Bottom line, he comes from a civilization or a culture that is not compatible with the United States. He's dead wrong with the sanctuary city policies. And we, the American people, deserve better. Our ICE agents, remember, they're American citizens as well. And they shouldn't have to deal with folks that are, that don't follow the laws. And I just disagree with everything Mamdani has to say.
So, Tom, Ms. Rachel, I should say, I've watched her show often enough. She is continuing to get involved in the immigration debate. Now she's calling for an ICE facility in Texas to be closed. Listen.
One minute, I talked to a 9-year-old about how we both love pizza and soccer and how he won the spelling bee and wanted to get to the state spelling bee. And the next minute, he was begging for help to get out of what we know is a family prison. Dilley Immigration Detention Center must be shut down. We need to end the cruel policies of family detention and family separation.
Just so people at home know, this is the woman that's famous for right, with the kids.
If you've got a toddler, you know Ms. Rachel. You sit there and they count down to when Ms. Rachel is coming on.
So how do you go from hi to get rid of ICE, Edie?
I have no idea. Tom, are these people who are actually helping a cause, or are they just, not aware of what the needs are of the nation and making it just more difficult?
Well, they have no idea what it's about. She's all about her clicks and her YouTube channel and all that, and that's all this is. It's pandering to that side, and she has no idea of, the whole family situation thing. If you get pulled over in New York and you're driving drunk and there's a child in the back, you're getting separated from that child and you're going to jail. There's no difference in that, and it's a responsibility of these parents to take care of their children. But let's go into the children aspect of the hundreds of thousands that were left in this country unattended that are now reunited with family members in a better situation. They don't want to talk about that part, but they'll talk about getting a click or a view on YouTube.
Dead on.
So this is at Delaney Hall where she was protesting and all those riots were happening because they were saying that the conditions inside were deplorable. And the food was horrible. Tom Homan, border czar, said he had some of the food and he's a big guy and he couldn't even eat it all because there was so much. We're also learning that they're doing yoga there. There's exercise, there's meditation. Bernie, it doesn't sound like these people are being tortured, but yet they are led to believe that, right? By the left-wing media and by these left-wing politicians.
The left-wing media is not trying to help us at all. I believe that they have an agenda, and I believe that, they're not trying to help us. They've just got to be reined in, to tell you the truth. Yeah, we have free speech here, and a lot of countries don't. But, they're free to say what they want, but the American people know better. They know that Biden and his crew let all these people into the United States, and a lot of them do not follow our culture, and they're going to have to go.
Bernie Flowers, Tom Smith, thank you very much.